Hello again, this is Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Fluid Art Studio. Hoping that my tool that I want to use to create with is dry now, which is just nothing more than a piece of plastic scored on both sides, trimmed back. It's going to scoop paint. I have paint left from my previous painting. It's very pretty paint. I have coated a gallery wrapped canvas with black edges from Mead and Paint, and I'll list the colors from the last video. I'm going to add some Periwinkle back in. Periwinkle-Vivid Intense Fluorescent. And I'm getting the impression that I really ought to use either some of the Parrot Wing. That's not a bad idea. Maybe I'll do that. Parrot Wing is a new Prizm pour. And it's beautiful. And I probably could have done a second coat, but I just didn't feel like it. I'm going to use a little Mystique too. That is a primary element. I had Royal Sapphire in the last piece, but I don't see any left in the mix. So I'm just going to do random patterns, I believe. Hopefully I can wipe them off. Go until they run out. Don't really want it to go over the edge. Try and pick my colors. I'm wiping the bottom off every time I can. Doesn't necessarily start as a nice even crisp end, but it is what it is. I'm going to cheat. Just even that up by taking a fingernail full. I want some of what I can assume is Tuscan Sun and some shiny taffeta. Kind of like that color out of there, but you've got to be patient, and I'm really hoping my head isn't blocking your vision. Could have been. I'm gonna have to check all my videos from today. I think I was leaning in too close. So far so good. I'm going to try and go up. I'm going to keep wiping off the front edge. It's a process. Tip up my scoop, hoping to get some more paint out of there. Paint pan is prettier than my painting will ever be. Oops, I dribbled. Well, I shouldn't say that, because that isn't necessarily true. I'm not minding anything that I'm seeing yet. And I'm glad the paint's not too sticky to use. It's not a fast process, and I can't think of a thing to say while we're waiting for it to be done. Maybe some more yellow here. I used to have little tiny scoops, and if I had one I'd probably use it, but I had a quick look and I didn't find anything. This is fun though. I think I'm just going to go in from the left hand side. Try and stretch it out as far as it'll go, as long as it is a cohesive mark. I want a little bit. I like that blue, but if I start with the blue, it doesn't show. I lost half my mark, which I could probably go back in and fix with something like my Princeton Art Tool Catalyst spatulas, or even a skewer, if I wanted to take the time. This one place is bugging me, this blue. I'm going to take a Q-tip, wet it, remove a little bit of paint, take my skewer, and fake it out. Steal a little paint right out of my pan. I don't think that hurt anything either. Can be a little hard to pick up, I guess. It's important that you stop yourself from going too fast. Like I just went too fast, so I lost the whole corner of that piece. And I want a different color in there. So I'm going to try and get some of that mystique. To go back and fill in too. Perfect. I feel like turning this around. I think it kind of helps if you start with a lighter color. And if you have enough paint in the scoop already, then you got a shot at the whole pattern coming out, but I don't think I do. I don't think I had enough paint in the scoop. I'd like it to come out though. That's why I'm being really patient. Not my strong suit. Will she get it? That's as close as I'm going to get, I'm afraid. Ooh, that's a good scoop. As I go along, when I see things like missing colors, if I can go back in and steal something, I will. I want to turn the whole thing and work from a different angle, but I think I'm safer with the angle I'm at. I've done this before, more than a few times, and sometimes I think I'd like to add dots. Not many times have I ever done so. If you get a little something on a dry canvas, it's not that hard to clean up. Like that just had a little tail. I'm trying not to line up the gaps. And I definitely need another color. I might want to scrape out my pan and put it in something so I can use it tomorrow. I wasn't sure I was going to fill in because I kind of like the negative space, but I kind of like the fill in too, especially if I'm not going to waste any paint. Wipe off my end. Oh, that's not a good one. But we'll try our best to fix it. So I am going to finally go in from the other end. Come on. Sometimes it tends to catch. That one orange one I'm not so sure about. I'm not sure what I could do to it either. I just wish I had been more careful when I made my choice. Almost done. It's weird, I've got all these ones that are shaped correctly and then a few that are shaped kind of weird, which is making it a little interesting. But I shouldn't expect perfection. I should expect to be able to use some of my colors though for my pan. And then I've still got one more place I need to go, evidently. Almost missed it. Scrape it up, try not to pull it over the painting. I'm really kind of tempted by the dots. Actually, I'm more tempted by adding colors where I want them. Just to highlight things. The parrot wing was probably not my best idea. I should have picked a different blue that would have shown up better. But as long as I can catch it now, I should be okay. I could use that blue though. Hopefully. I wonder if I can fake this. If you don't tell, I won't tell. Not so sure about this one. Kind of feel like linking them all up, but I'm not sure that's a good idea. But I don't think it's that bad of an idea to put a few dots in here and there. Hopefully in the right places. Maybe it's not as important as I thought it was a second ago before I messed it up. I actually really like the dots. I can't lift up the skewer too quickly or I'll wind up with a little tail. I was going to say, I think I'm going to run out of time in a second. I'll give myself one more minute. I kind of think the dots make the randomness easier to comprehend. And it does need to be more random. So I'm not going to come back for another part and make you watch me dot. I'm just going to show you the thumbnail. And you'll know that I didn't stop until I was done. And Happy New Year, by the way. I hope you come again. I hope you subscribe. I post at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 7 days a week still right now. We'll see how long that lasts. I want to thank all of the members. My members have a members only library of over 200 videos of their own. I have 2 books. They're on my Amazon link. And anything you shop on my Amazon link from where you start on my Amazon link helps me out. So thank you for that. Thank you to those of you who have donated through PayPal. You guys help me buy canvases and keep painting it. What used to be a job is now a hobby. But as long as I can keep buying enough pouring medium and canvases, I'll keep coming back for you. I think that's pretty cool. I think I'm almost done. But I want to shimmer this at you before you're gone. And you're probably already gone. And I locked myself out of my app. But we'll give it a shot anyway. That's kind of cool. I've done it before. I'll do it again. I like it. I've got a couple drips on one side I'm going to clean up. I love you guys. Take care of each other. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you anon. Don't forget my email address is easpb and the word gallery spelled out @gmail.com. I sell my artwork and I give lessons at the house in Spring Hill, Florida. And if you want to reach me, please feel free to leave me a comment or a question. And everything is reproducible. Fine Art America, Pixels.com, Legallerist, Society 6, and Spring under